Handa ka na bang manood at makinig? Kasama mo palagi si Teacher Arlene. Handa ka na bang manood at makinig? Kasama mo palagi si Teacher Arlene. Halina at matuto ng bagong aralin. Halina at matuto ng bagong aralin.
Hi kids! Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Teacher Arlene. Nakasubscribe ka na ba? Kung hindi pa, please do like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell para lagi kang updated sa lahat ng video lessons na ginagawa ko para sa iyo.
Our subject is English for Grade 1, Quarter 3, Week 5 to Week 7 of our lesson. And we are going to discuss about details in short stories or poems. We are using Pivot for a learner's material for Grade 1. Let us have a short review about ourselves, family, school, and community. As a child, you must be familiar with the basic information about yourself and your experiences, your family, your school, and your community. So let us help Bea again. Yan, sasabihin niya yung kanyang name. My name is, alin kaya dyan? Is it A? I study at Gulang-Gulang Elementary School. B. I live at 80 Camias Street, Barangay Gulang-Gulang, Lucena City. C. My parents are Mr. Arnold Torres and Mrs. Joy Torres. Or D. My name is Bea May H. Torres. If your answer is letter D, correct. My name is Bea May H. Torres. For number 2, telling the name of her parents. Is it A. I study at Gulang-Gulang Elementary School. B. I live at 80 Camias Street, Barangay Gulang-Gulang, Lucena City. C. My parents are Mr. Arnold Torres and Mrs. Joy Torres. Or D. My name is Bea May H. Torres. What's your answer? If your answer is letter C, my parents are Mr. Arnold Torres and Mrs. Joy Torres, correct. And for number 3, telling her home address. And is it A. I study at Gulang-Gulang Elementary School. B. I live at 80 Camias Street, Barangay Gulang-Gulang, Lucena City. Or C. My parents are Mr. Arnold Torres and Mrs. Joy Torres. Or letter D. My name is Bea May H. Torres. If your answer is letter B, I live at 80 Camias Street, Barangay Gulang-Gulang, Lucena City, correct. Okay kids, are you familiar with short stories and poems? You have possibly read and listened to different stories and poems such as fairy tales and other bedtime stories. These stories and poems tell us what the characters feel and do. They may also teach us important lessons in life. So that is very important, no kids, in reading short stories. Yung meron tayong natututuhan. Lalo na yung mga lessons na natututuhan natin na kaya nating i-apply sa ating mga buhay. Yan, by reading or listening carefully to stories and poems, you are able to determine the important details pertaining to the given topic. So ano ba yung mga important details dun sa kwento na ating binasa or poems? Who are the characters? Yan, sino-sino yung gumanap, setting, saan nangyari, and the other events na nangyari sa story. By knowing these details, you are able to answer questions asked related to the given stories or poems. Diba usually when we read stories or kaya poems, meron siyang question and answer? So, tatanungin tayo tungkol doon sa ating binasa o napakinggan. After listening to short stories and poems, you are expected to... ano bang dapat mong matutuhan kapag nakapagbasa ka ng short stories and poems? First, know important details pertaining to character, setting, and event. So, dapat alam mo yung mga character, sino yung gumanap sa kwento. Minsan ang gumaganap sa kwento, mga bata ay tao, minsan naman ay animals. Okay. Setting, saan naganap yung kwento. And events, ano yung mahalagang nangyari sa kwento. And also, you are expected to give the correct sequence of 3 events. Okay, sequence. Pag sinabi natin sequence, yung sunod-sunod na pangyayari sa kwento. Ano pa ba? What else? Infer the character's feelings and traits. Yan. Ano yung nakita mo na naramdaman ng character, tsaka yung kanyang ugali. Identify cause and effect or effect of events. So, dapat alam natin yung cause and effect. Yan, kung may problema dun sa story, alam mo yung reason behind it at ano yung naging effect noon. Identify the speaker in the story or poem. Sino yung speaker dun sa story? Predict possible ending of a story read. Diba? Pag sinabi ni teacher, ano sa palagay nyo ang mangyayari? So, pwede tayong magbigay ng ating possible ending. Pwedeng ikaw ang magtapos ng kwento. Next, relating story events to one's experience. So, tatanungin kayo dyan, na-experience mo rin ba yon? Yung part na yun ng story? Discuss, illustrate, and dramatize a specific event. So, kaya nating i-dramatize, no? Kaya nating i-discuss o kaya i-drawing natin yung specific event of the story. Lalo na yung part na favorite nyo. Predict possible ending of a story read. So yan, ano yung sa tingin mo ang pwedeng possible na ending ng kwento? Identify the problem and solution. So kung merong problem, yan, makikita natin kung ano yung naging part ng problem ng story and then paano siya nasolusyonan. Retell a story, listen to. Kaya mo bang i-retell yung story na napakinggan o nabasa mo? And ask simple questions about the text listened to. So yan, magtatanong na tayo. Question and answer na about the story listened to. By reading or listening carefully to stories and poems, you are able to determine the important details pertaining to the given topic, characters, settings, and other events. By knowing these details, you are able to answer questions asked related to the given stories or poems. Okay, kids, have you received a gift before? Let us read the story below. You may also listen to it by asking your parents or guardian to read it for you. Pero this time, since andito naman si Teacher Arlene, makinig tayo. Pwede rin kayong sumabay sa akin sa pagbabasa. The title of the story is The New Toy. Ayan, based on the illustration that you can see on your screen, ano kaya yung kanilang new toy? Okay, so yung boy meron siyang car at yung girl naman ay meron siyang doll. Sino kaya sila? Jay and Joy have new toys. Yan, si Jay yung boy and si Joy naman yung girl. Meron daw silang bagong laruan. Jay has a new toy car. It is small but shiny. Meanwhile, Joy has a new doll. It is big and beautiful. Their Tita May gave these gifts to them during their birthday. Ayun, nakita niyo yung gift? Ayun, nasa ilalim sa katago sa table. She hid them behind the table to surprise them. Yan, surprise. Kaya tinago ng kanilang Tita May. They hurriedly looked for the hidden gifts. When they saw them, they immediately opened them. Ayan, dyan pala galing ang kanilang new toy. They jumped for joy when they saw their new toys. They were just what they wished for. They thanked and kissed their tita. Let us answer these questions. The first question is, who received gifts during their birthday? If your answer is Jay and Joy received the gift, great, that's right. Question number 2, who gave them the gifts? Sino yung nagbigay sa kanila ng gifts? If your answer is their Tita May gave them the gifts, that's right. Number 3, where did she hide the gifts? If your answer is, she hid them behind the table. Correct. Next question. What gifts did they receive? If your answer is, they received a car and a doll. Correct. Number 4. What did they do when they found the gifts? If your answer is, they immediately opened the gifts. Correct. Next question. What do you think did they feel after receiving the gifts? If your answer is, they felt so happy. Right, correct. Now for learning task 1, read the poem below. The teacher will read it for you, then arrange the given events in their correct order or sequence. You may ask help from your parents or kung sino yung kasama nyo sa bahay. Ayan, kids, nakapunta na ba kayo sa zoo? Okay, the title of the poem is At the Zoo. I went to the zoo with my cousins and friends. First, we saw a deer with its long antlers. Then, we saw a giraffe with towering neck and long legs. Ang haba ng kanyang legs at ng kanyang neck. Then, we saw a monkey jumping from tree to tree. And then, an elephant with ears waving at me. Then, a crocodile with long tail and sharp teeth. Then, a bear as white as milk. Then, a zebra with stripes from head to feet. And then, a big lion sleeping in its den. It was a wonderful and amazing day at the zoo. For learning task 1, look at the pictures. Using the poem that you have just listened to, tell which animal the characters first saw. Write A for the first animal, B for the second animal, and so on. Do this in your notebook. Ayan. So, alin ba dito yung una niya nakita? I will give you 20 seconds to answer. Okay, are you ready to give your answer? Alin ba dyan yung una niyang nakita? Okay, if your answer is a deer with long antlers, correct. Ano yung sumunod? Alin dyan ang B? Ayun, yung giraffe with long leg and long neck. Okay, ano pa? Yung monkey that keeps on jumping from tree to tree. And then, which is the fourth one? Okay, the elephant with big ears waving. Ano kaya yung pang fifth? Okay, the crocodile with long tail and sharp teeth. What else? Okay, yung pang-anim ay yung white bear as white as a milk. Ano pa? Okay, yung zebra with stripes from head to feet and the sleeping lion. Ayan. Did you get the correct answer? Great job! Okay, kids, remember that short stories and poems are important sources of life lessons. Ayan. So, pag tayo nagbabasa ng short stories at saka mga poems, meron tayo diyang mapupulot na lessons that we can apply in our life. As a young child, you are expected to read and listen to different stories and poems appropriate to your age or level. So, syempre, kayo, bata pa kayo, yung pang-age nyo yung dapat nyong binabasa. Okay? Para mas marami kayong matutuhan na moral lesson. After reading or listening to them, it is necessary that you are able to understand their meanings and details. So, dapat naintindihan mo kung ano yung binasa mo, o kung ano yung napanood mo, o kung ano yung napakinggan mo. One of the ways to show that you understand the story or poem that you have read is by noting details. You can note important details by describing the characters. Ayan, so when we say noting details, yun yung mga important details doon na sinabi sa kwento. By, i-describe mo yung characters. Yan, di ba? Dinescribe yung mga itsura ng characters or ng animals doon sa poem. Sabi yung daw, deer ay merong long antlers. Yung giraffe ay merong long neck. Ayan, merong long legs. Yung crocodile, meron daw siyang long tail and sharp teeth. So, dinescribe niya. And also the setting. When and where the story happened. Kailan ba nangyari yung story? At saan ba nangyari ang story? And also the events of the story. Yan. So let us have the sequencing events. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng sequencing events? Sequencing events is also a good way to show that you have understood the story or the poem. So yan, yung pag sinabi natin sequencing events, ito yung sunod-sunod na pangyayari. Diba? Nakita natin kanina for our learning activity, pinagsunod-sunod natin kung ano yung mga animals na nakita ng speaker dun sa kanyang poem. You may rearrange the events by identifying which one occurs first, which one is the second, the third, and so on. So that is sequencing events. Inferring the feelings and characteristics of the characters is also an example of showing understanding of the poem or story. Through this, you are able to determine the feelings of the characters in a story or poem. You will know if the characters are happy, afraid, or sad. Diba na-discuss na natin yung mga different emotions or different feelings? Yan, so kailangan makita mo rin kung ano yung feelings at saka yung katangian, characteristics ng mga character na gumaganap sa ating binabasang kwento or poem. Another way is by identifying the cause and effect and determining the problem and the solution. So yung cause, ano ba yung dahilan? Ano ba yung dahilan kung bakit nangyari yung pangyayaring yun sa kwento at kung ano yung problem at solution na ginawa sa kwento. Yan, no? Other ways of showing understanding of what we have read or listened to are by identifying the cause and effect and determining the problem and the solution. So, yun na nga yung sinabi ko kanina. And also by dramatizing and predicting the possible ending. Yan. So, pwede ka dyan mag-isip kung ano yung possible ending. Yan. Also, dramatizing and predicting the possible ending are some of the best ways to show how well one understands a poem or story. You can make prediction by guessing what will happen next. O, pwede mong hulaan kung ano yung possible na nangyaring susunod or kaya ending of the story. Okay? At also dramatizing, pwede kayong mag-dramatize. Kaya minsan nagkaroon tayo ng dula-dulaan. Okay, let us take a look at this life cycle of a butterfly. Saan ba nagmula ang butterfly? Okay, sige. Tingnan ko nga kung kaya nyo itong sagutan. 10 seconds. Okay, alin ba dyan ang unang life cycle ng butterfly? Siyempre, siya ay nagmula muna sa egg. Okay, naging caterpillar. Tapos mag-stay siya sa kanyang cocoon. And then, it will become a beautiful butterfly. Yan yung sinasabi nating sequencing of events. Yung sunod-sunod na pangyayari. Okay, now, Gawin naman natin yung before bedtime. Anong una natin ginagawa before bedtime? Of course, yan, kakain tayo ng ating dinner. Yan, pahinga ng konti, magtututbrush tayo, and then we will pray, and then we will sleep. So, yan dapat yung routine, no? O yung sequence, o yung sunod-sunod na dapat natin gawin bago tayo matulog. Another one is when we go to school. Ano yung una natin ginagawa? Of course, kakain tayo ng ating breakfast, brush your teeth, take a bath, and then put on your clean uniform. And then, of course, you are now ready to go to school to learn together with your teachers and with your classmates. Okay, for learning task 2, read the story below. You may also listen to it by asking your parents or guardian to read it for you. Then answer the questions that follow. Do this in your notebook. Okay, the title of the story is about Spotty and Furry. There was an animal shelter in our barangay. It took care of different animals including cats and dogs. And so meron dong shelter, no, yung tinitira ng mga animals. But due to lack of financial support, it decided to close or shut down. So sad. So wala nang pera, no, to support yung mga pangangalaga sa different animals na nandito sa animal shelter. So sad na ito ay nagsara. Closed na siya. Many animals would be affected by this. So my family decided to adopt a puppy and a kitten. Hey, they were really cute and calm. Ayan. So, isa sila sa nag-adapt ng isang cat at isang puppy. Isang kitten and isang puppy. Wilson, my brother, asked me, "What names will you give them?" Ano nga kayang pangalan nila? Tingnan natin. I will give them names that best describe their characteristics. I replied. The puppy has black spots in its body, so I named it Spotty. The kitten has white, long fur, so I called it Furry. Ang ganda naman ng name nila, no? Si Spotty and Furry. Saan kinuha yung kanilang pangalan? Based on their characteristics, kung ano yung kanilang itsura. Since yung puppy ay spot siya ng mga black, yan, tinawag siyang Spotty. Tapos yun na mga kanilang cat ay may long na fur, yung mga balahibo niya, kaya tinawag nila itong si Furry. I was so happy with the names I gave them. I will love and take care of them. They have finally found their new home. Okay, let us answer learning task number 2. Answer the following questions according to the story that we listened to. First one. What is the reason why the animal shelter shut down? A. Overcrowded shelter. B. Lack of fund. C. Destroyed buildings. If your answer is lack of fund, correct. Okay, so this is identifying the cause and the effect. Ano yung cause? Bakit nagsara yung shelter? Ano yung naging effect? Nawalan ng shelter yung mga animals. Yan, lack of fun. Number 2, what did the family do to save some animals? A. Adopted a puppy and a kitten. B. Gave donations to the shelter. C. Bought a puppy and a kitten. If your answer is ayan, adopted a puppy and a kitten, correct. Okay, for number 3, what animals did they adopt? A kitten and a puppy, B a rabbit and a kitten, or C a puppy and a bird? If your answer is a kitten and a puppy, correct. Sino yon? Si kitten niya ay si Furry at si puppy ay si Spotty. Okay. Number 4. What characteristic does the kitten have? A. Has black spots in its body. B. Has white long fur. C. Loves to eat. If your answer is it has white long fur, correct. Question number 5. What characteristic does the puppy have? A. Has black spots in its body. B. Has white long fur. Or C. Loves to eat. If your answer is has black spots in its body, correct. Okay, next question. Who is the speaker's brother? A. Spotty. B. Wilson. C. Furry. If your answer is Wilson, correct. Number 7. What is the name of the puppy? A. Spotty. B. Wilson. C. Furry. If your answer is Spotty, correct. Number 8. What is the name of the kitten? A. Spotty. B. Wilson. C. Furry. If your answer is C. Furry, good job. For number 9, who is the speaker in the story? A. I. B. Spotty. C. Wilson. If your answer is I, correct. And for the last question, what did the speaker feel after adopting and naming the puppy and the kitten? A. Sad. B. Afraid. C. Happy. If your answer is happy, good job. Did you get 10 points? Very good. Now, let us have the cause and effect. So, when we say cause, yun yung dahilan ng pangyayari. Ito yung unang nangyari. It happens first. Why it happened. And it is the reason why something happened. So, pag sinabi naman nating effect, ito yung happens last. So, kung ano na yung cause, nangyari na, yung effect ko, ano yung naging resulta. What happened? Ano nangyari? And is the result of what? And it is the result of what happened. Ulitin natin ha. When we say cause, yan yung unang nangyari. And then yung effect, yun yung resulta. Yun yung sumunod na nangyari or the last thing that happened. And then, why it happened? Bakit nangyari ito? So that is the cause. And then effect, what happened? Anong nangyari? Yun yung kanyang sinasagot. And also, cause is the reason why something happened. Ito yung dahilan kung bakit ito nangyari, kung bakit may nangyari. No? And then the effect, it is the result of what happened. Ito na nga yung resulta ng pangyayari. So that's all about cause and effect. So the first one, let's see. Alin kaya dyan ang cause and effect? Let us match. Okay, the first picture, ayan. So, nagfi-fishing siya. What do you think might happen next? Or what do you think might be the effect? So, ano magiging epekto nun? Siya ay makakahuli ng fish. May pang-ulam na siya. Okay, and this girl is studying very hard. What do you think might happen? Or what will be the effect? Of course, ayan, makakapasa siya sa kanyang test at tingnan nyo, perfect score pa siya. So, that's the importance of studying your lesson, ano? Okay, next one. Ito naman, planting. Ayan. So, the effect is magkakaroon sila ng magandang garden with many flowers. And then, the next one. So, dahil napakainit, ayan, yung girl ay nagdala ng umbrella. And the next one. Okay, they are very untidy. Ang dumi-dumi nila, kaya naman sila ay maliligo. Ayan. So, that's all about cause and effect. For learning task 3, I think ready na kayong sagutan ito. Let us read the stories and then you may also listen to them by asking your parents or guardian to read them for you. But since I am here, manood na lang at makinig. Then, identify what would happen next in each situation as shown by the illustrations. Write the letters of your answers in your notebook. Okay, makinig ha. Okay, listen to this. Jason has a dog named Bantay. One rainy day, it got all muddy. Ang putik daw niya. Jason decided not to let Bantay in as it might make the house dirty. What do you think happened next? Of course, ang gagawin niya ay paliliguan niya si Bantay. Letter B. Ganyan din ba ang sagot nyo? Good job! And for number 2, Paula was working in her assignment. When she finished it, her mother had already prepared their food for dinner. Her mother called her after. What do you think happened next? If your answer is letter C, ayan, sasabay na siya sa kanilang dinner. Correct. Okay? For learning task number 4, read the story and then you may ask again or listen to by asking your parents or guardian to read it for you. But since I am here, you listen carefully. Then answer the questions that follow. Do this in your notebook. And the title is Missing Book. Ano ibig sabihin ng missing? Nawawala. Missing book. It was late in the evening. Anthony was very sad. He could not find his English book. What he remembered was he placed it on his study table. Hala, nawawala ang kanyang book. Check your cabinet. His mother told him, maybe it is there. Anthony opened his cabinet. He checked all the drawers. He removed all his clothes to check if the book was there. Unfortunately, it was not there. He was really lonely. Check your bag, his father said. But it was not there too. I have to find it, Anthony whispered. I went to the bahay kubo in the garden to study there. He suddenly remembered. I have to check it there. His mother joined him in looking for his book in the said bahay kubo beside their house. It was there. His English book was there. I found it, Anthony shouted. He thanked his mother and father for helping him find his book. He then finished the last part of his assignment and placed his book in his bag. He was so happy for finding his most precious book. Let us answer these questions. What is your most favorite part of the story? And tell why this part is your most favorite scene. Yan, ano daw yung favorite part nyo ng story? Question number 2. Just like Anthony, have you experienced losing something very important? What item did you lose? How did you find it? Okay, kagaya ni Anthony, naka-experience na rin ba kayo ng isang bagay na mahalaga sa inyo na nawala? Okay, anong item daw ito? Ilagay nyo dyan. And paano nyo ito nahanap? For our assimilation, in your own words, retell and share this story to your parents or guardians. After retelling it, ask them if you have shared all important details of the story. Ayan, so ikukwento nyo, no, sa inyong parents o kung sino kasama nyo sa bahay yung story ni Anthony, the missing book. Okay, tapos tanungin mo sila kung nasabi mo ba lahat ng important details of the story. Kung nasabi mo lahat ng important details ng story, therefore, magaling kang mag-retell ng story sa iyong parents or guardians. Okay? Okay, kids, I hope you enjoyed learning with Teacher Arlene. Thank you for watching and listening. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Again, this is Teacher Arlene na palagi nagsasabing mag-aral ng mabuti dahil ito ang susi sa inyong tagumpay. Paalam! Keep safe everyone!